What's going on, everyone? My name is James, but call me McKenna. Wish I had an eye patch for that one. Gag would have been a lot funnier. But regardless, today we are going to be doing my top 10 favorite movies of my personal favorite actor, and that is Kurt Russell. And also, I have a little bit of criteria before we get into it. This has to be movies of Kurt Russell where he's like the top billed guy. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, while it's great, isn't going to be on this list just because he's in it for a couple scenes. Like, the criteria to make this list is Kurt Russell has to be like the guy on the poster. So I feel like it's pretty simple. Those are pretty simple rules to understand. So without any further ado, let's get started. So my number 10 is a movie called Backdraft. Now this is a pretty cool little movie about Kurt Russell and his brother who witness, unfortunately, their father pass away firefighting. Their father is a firefighter back in the day, and we see the little version of him and his brother go on a little trip to see their dad firefight, but unfortunately things go wrong. Their dad passes away, and then we fast forward. Now Kurt Russell and his brother are on sort of unspeaking terms, but like they sort of do. They just don't like each other, but they're still in the same fire department, and we get to see them, fight fires. It's pretty cool. We got a cool little supporting cast. Robert De Niro is in it, and I think it follows a cool little mystery story. They're chasing this killer, but the killer's whole gimmick is that like he's a pyromaniac. And it's a fun little underrated movie. It's not gonna blow your socks off or anything, but for me, I think just for the fun, kind of underappreciated, underrated nature of it, it's gonna make my list. My number 9 is gonna be another less talked about movie in his filmography, and that is Breakdown. Now this one follows Kurt Russell as a guy named Jeff, as he and his wife are in the middle of a cross-country road trip, but unfortunately, their car breaks down. Uh-oh, that's not good for a movie. Suddenly, a man in a truck comes across him and says to Jeff, well, hey, I'll take your wife into town while you stay here and make sure the car is fine and do some repairs. And for some reason, Jeff agrees to this, even though it's really suspicious. But the guy brings her into town, and suddenly they're now involved in this crazy kidnapping plot, which is kind of insane. It gets really crazy and gets really tense to the point where it borders on ridiculous, which is why it's pretty low down. But it is another one that's just fun. It's just a fun movie that nobody really talks about that much unless they're really talking about Kurt Russell himself. And I think it's a really cool movie. Number 8 is a movie called Dark Blue. Now this is a movie set in 1992 during the Rodney King riots, and Kurt Russell actually plays a corrupt sheriff. So there's a lot of racially charged subjects, I think, that are explored in this one, that are explored pretty well. And it also explores a lot of corruption. The film has him tutoring a new kid out on the field, and we literally watch Kurt Russell's intimidation tactics and literally watch as he teaches this kid how to actively, be a corrupt cop, basically. It's definitely more of a deep and raw kind of movie for a Kurt Russell film, and I think it really sticks out. Now at number 7 is our first of Kurt Russell's Western films, and this one stars him playing a sheriff, his deputy, as well as his gunslinger, all going to find these people who were captured by these mysterious cave dwellers. I'm talking about, of course, Bone Tomahawk. Throughout the film, you never really see the cave dwellers. You only hear them, and it's this crazy noise that you can hear over the distance in the mountains. And once they find these cave dwellers, there ain't no turning back. This movie goes from just a casual, almost like conversational movie, alright, let's get to these caves, find these cave dwellers, and when we get there, we're gonna escape and bring the people with us. But no, it quickly turns into basically what would happen if there was a Terrifier film that was set in the Old West. I mean, these guys are nasty. that they come across, and it's a miracle that I guess anybody was able to escape, because oh my god, this movie is not for the weak. But at the same time, I think it's got some really interesting characters. It's got some really nail-biting moments, and I think for sure, especially if you're into, you know, those like gorier kind of films, like the Terrifier movies, I guess, for example, is the one that everybody always brings up now. This one's for you, because this is crazy. Coming in at number 6, speaking of westerns, we've got Tombstone. I mean, outside of The Man with No Name himself, this is a movie with some of the most iconic and legendary characters in the entire genre. I mean, Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday. This movie is just an absolute classic in the subgenre of, you know, gunslinger who now has settled down but is dragged out of retirement because of some evil crew and now has to go gun them all down again in vengeance. It's awesome. It's one of the best Western movies of all time, even if it came so far after like the prime of the genre. Tombstone is just a classic. There's no way I couldn't miss this list. And rounding out the Western trilogy, coming in at number 5, we've got The Hateful Eight. Now, maybe this is a controversial pick because it's over Tombstone, but man, I really like this movie. It's one of my favorite Tarantino films. I think it's incredibly underrated because, yeah, it is a slow burn, but the characters that we meet along the ride, literally, because pretty much the whole movie is just a ride in the snow, the characters are just so fun to hang out with. Like, this, to me, has some of my favorite Tarantino characters of them all, and that's really saying something because that guy knows how to write some characters. And Kurt Russell is not an exception. I mean, he's phenomenal in this movie. Sam Jackson is phenomenal in this movie. All of the other characters, and then especially when it leads up all to the ending, even though the ending is pretty short for all of the build-up, the 2 hours of build-up for maybe the 15-20 minutes of just total abject insanity that goes on at the end, it's still one of my favorites because the whole thing, when you put it all together, is all just amazing. So for me, number 5 is The Hateful Eight. Number 4, again, might be a little bit controversial here, but all the way up here at number 4 is gonna be Death Proof. Now, the fact that Stuntman Mike isn't my favorite Kurt Russell character just goes to show you how not only insane his roles were, the roles that he got, but how amazing of an actor he is in general. This movie is just Stuntman Mike. Like, pretty much everything else I could care less about, but this character is just one of the coolest. I have a t-shirt. I was gonna wear it for this video, but I couldn't find it, so I threw on something else. But my god, some of the lines that he has, the line deliveries, the way he delivers it, like every single line delivery, in my opinion, from Kurt Russell in this film is some of the coolest line deliveries you'll ever hear.
Hey! Hey! Ladies! That was fun! Well, adios!
Like, it's tough to define what genre this is. Like, is this a horror movie? Is this a thriller? Is this a weirdly sort of action movie in a way? But no matter how you define it, Stuntman Mike has the best lines in just in whatever genre this is. And also the character that he is too, he's like a slasher, but instead of using knives, he uses cars. And that's something very unique and very original and very cool. And again, it's another thing that just goes to show how great a writer and a director that Quentin Tarantino is, that not only can he make this character up, but he can also make it work and also cast the exact right person for the job, who of course is Kurt Russell. So that's going to be my number 4.
I like it.
Well, damn if you ain't so sweet you make sugar taste just like salt.
At number 3, we've got Miracle. Now, this might just be my favorite sports movie of all time. That would be a very tough call. That might be its own video on its own one day. Top 10 sports movies. But dude, "Do you believe in miracles?" is one of the coolest movie lines of all time. And I know that Kurt Russell isn't necessarily playing like the coolest character in the world. Like, he's not Stuntman Mike in this movie, but everything about this movie is amazing. I mean, it's a true story. It happened in real life. And I really like that of all the things that they could have done, of all the sports moments that they could have chosen to make a movie about, they made a movie about the semifinals of a hockey tournament. And they made it this good. And every character does such a great job in their performance, no matter whether it's the goalie, or if it's the Coneheads, or if it's Kurt Russell himself playing the coach. It's awesome. It's all awesome. This is such an awesome movie. If there was one word to describe the movie Miracle, it's just awesome. And if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Kurt Russell, or if you're a fan of sports, or if you're just a fan of movies in general, dude, do yourself a favor. It's amazing. At number 2, you remember earlier when I said that Stuntman Mike isn't my favorite Kurt Russell character? Well, that's because Snake Plissken is. Number 2 is Escape from New York. Another movie where it almost can sort of feel at times like it's the character, not the movie, because this is such a cool character. Like this, real quick. Snake Plissken is a top 10 favorite movie character of mine, and it's not even close. Like, it's to the point where I would watch Escape from LA like whenever and not complain about it because he's in it. You know what I'm saying? This movie is so cool, though. It's John Carpenter's version of those old, futuristic action movies like Terminator, Predator, whatever. This is his go at it, and Carpenter is one of my favorite directors of all time, so seeing this collaboration, it's not their first collaboration technically, because they did Elvis together, I believe, before this. All of the stunts and all of the characteristics and all of the characters, everything about this is so cool. This is such a classic 80s action movie that I wish got even more credit than it is due. You never see it in the same conversations as movies as I just mentioned previous, but I think it should be. I think that this movie is up there with some of the best 80s action movies there is, and I think that Kurt Russell's a big reason for it, so it's gonna be my number 2. But my number 1, I think, was obvious from the moment you clicked on this video. It's The Thing. The Thing is a top 5 all-time horror movie for me, and horror is my favorite genre of all time. So this is a movie that has so much going on in it, but every single thing that it tries and attempts, it absolutely nails on the head. Like, this is a psychological alien mystery film with a side dish of body horror that also happens to be the greatest practical effects ever put to screen. Like, really? What on earth could even rival that? And not to mention, it's again directed by one of my favorite directors, John Carpenter, and stars in the main role my favorite actor, Kurt Russell. I got the little Kurt Russell NECA thing right here from the film. There's just nothing like The Thing, except for the 5 movies that I have retired. That'll be a video one day. Don't worry. But this is just a movie that I love. This is a movie that is phenomenal. It's just perfect. It's honestly a legitimately perfect movie. So for me, this is my number one favorite Kurt Russell film of all time. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it. I mean, this little dude right here is awesome. You can't lie. And I thank you all who stayed all the way through to the end of this video as well. Please drop a subscribe if you'd like to. If you'd be so kind, it would help me a lot as I'm trying to bring back this channel. But yeah, until the next time, I'm not sure what my next video will be, but we'll see what it is when we get there. So till then, peace out.